Are you taking the time to pressure test yourself? Or are you waiting for life to throw events at you and see if you'll crumble or not? You see, that's the problem. Most of us are too afraid to suffer, too afraid to go into self-induced pain on purpose. Too many of us are afraid of it because it hurts, because there's discomfort involved. Why? Have we been convinced that for some reason we need to live a comfortable, pleasure-filled life where we don't do anything hard? Everything is supposed to just come to us. We're supposed to just get a strong mind, a strong body, a strong spirit without putting in the hard, difficult, challenging work. It's unrealistic. It's completely unrealistic. And you know what? You're never going to be as strong as you could be if you don't go out of your way to suffer. Suffer on purpose. There's a purpose to it. You're going to be someone different. You're going to be able to handle the weight of life better. It's not going to get easier. You're just simply going to get stronger. We've all heard the quote. We have all heard the quote. Today, I was in the gym getting after it. Absolutely getting after it. To the point where at the end, I normally hang out in the sauna, the death chamber, I call it. And I go into the point where I can extract the voice of weakness trying to tell me to leave. Get out of the sauna. We can't take it anymore. I hate this in here. Please open the door. We need to get into the coolness. But you see, that's exactly the spot that you grow in. That's exactly the place you need to go to hear that voice. And when you hear that voice, you stay in just a little bit longer. What happens when you stay a little bit longer? You get a bit stronger. You get a bit more resilient. You get just a little bit tougher. You're able to go a little bit further next time. You're building something inside of you that you won't be able to see right out the gate. It's going to take some time. It's going to take you continuing to show up, continuing to hear those thoughts of weakness, those screams inside of you telling you to run away, to stop leaning into this discomfort, just to get out of here. It starts freaking out on you. The panic mode, the body starts getting into panic mode. The mind starts fighting against you. These are the places you need to be on a regular basis. These are the areas that don't only build your physicality, but it builds your mentality. And it also builds your spirituality. You have to understand that whenever you go into these modes, you go into these self-imposed arenas of suffering, it's another area in which the enemy is going to launch some spiritual attacks. You see, today I could barely last in the sauna. I couldn't even get to the point where the voice of weakness was coming in because it was already there. It was already there. I couldn't sit on the highest level. I had to sit on the floor. And even then, I was struggling, dying. I'm like, I can't take it anymore. You know what? I'm going to sit in here just a little bit longer, and then I can leave. When I left, started walking, I had to stop for a second, lean over on the counter. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not going to just lay here all day. I'm going to get to walking. I get to walking again, turn a couple corners. I get halfway to the point where I'm almost at the door to exit. And I can't do it. I drop. I'm in a low squat position. I'm like, all right, I got a little rest. I'm going to get up, take a few more steps. Maybe I can get a little further this time. My body said, no, sir. Get down on the ground. Take a seat. So I listened. I took a seat because an overwhelming feeling of nausea came upon me. And I'm sitting there. Couldn't even sit fully straight up, so I had to drop over to my elbow. I'm dripping sweat. It's now a puddle underneath me. Everybody's walking by me just like the person in the Bible. If you know the story where he's laying on the side of the road and everyone sees him, but they take either the long way or they step over him. Nobody wants to help. I understood exactly how that person felt. And then the Good Samaritan for me came by. It was a concerned employee of the gym. It's like, yo, whoa, are you good, man? You good? Hey, come here. We need to help this guy. And they started talking to me. Long story short, I started feeling better. I got up. I got out of there. And you know what happened? Temptation. The gym itself is already temptation city with nothing but women who want to show you everything while you're just trying to lift. That in and of itself is spiritual warfare, spiritual training. The enemy launching attacks on you. When I left and got in the car, I had these lustful thoughts that came into my mind, trying to seize, trying to lay hold, trying to convince me to sin. But I don't listen to that. You see, there's something more than just the physical training, the mental training. We have to do things like memorizing verses to build up our arsenal inside of us. To have the sword, which is the word of God, by the way. We have to have our sword crafted so we can unsheath it at any time and slice through the deception and slice through the temptation. You see, that's exactly what I did. I recognized exactly what was happening. Exactly what was happening. The enemy wanted to seize me. He wanted to take this victory that I just extracted from the gym experience and turn it into some kind of defeat. Yeah, you did this, but you still fell into temptation, but you still fell into sin. I got you in your weakened state. I got you. But he doesn't understand that I don't need to be physically or mentally strong. All I need is the sword. So I immediately whipped out. Sin will not have dominion over me. It does not have dominion over me. I'm not under the law. I'm under grace. Turn away mine eye from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. That's the triple threat. That's the triple threat for me right now. Right through the temptation. What verses are you going to use to craft your sword so you can unleash a counterattack when the enemy tries to ambush you? See, it's all up to us. This is what we got to do. We got to have things like this. You see this? Index cards, part of the sword. Then we have the verse on the back. We got the verse itself, Psalm 119:37, and then I got a hint. Mine eyes, okay, what does that mean? So I can remember the verse easily. So, are you willing to do the same? Fold it up, carry it around every time you touch it in your pocket. Oh, that verse was, I can't remember. Let me look at the hint. Aha. Oh, still can't remember. All right, let me take a look. You see, these are the little things that are going to make a massive difference without us even realizing it until we're in the midst of battle. So, I challenge you. I challenge you today to start building your sword. Write out a verse. Write out 2 verses. Find out what a good verse to start with is. Look through the Psalms. The Psalms are fire. I'm telling you. Full of different swords. Or full of different verses to use. So, if you made it to this point in the video, I greatly appreciate you. Shout out to you. If you would rather have a short, compact, quick little read where you can read it at the beginning of the day, every day at 6 in the morning, 6:03 a.m. to be specific, where you can get some fire that takes you only 60 seconds to read to ignite your day. If you're down for something like that, subscribe to the newsletter at thevoiceofstrength.com. And then I hope to see you again in the next video. Come ready, because you know I will be. Adios for now.